Okay folks, welcome back to the channel. This is a really important video. If you know someone who doesn't know about the historical accounts of USTC burns, make sure they know. Make sure that this data, which is real world data, is shown to them. Show your grandmas, show your grandma's grandmas, and your grandma's grandmas, and show whoever you need to, because this is so important that we don't make the same mistakes as we did before. The proposal put forward lacks a lot. For what it is, it's essentially appealing to what people find the most appealing. There's 800 million USTC. It's in a wallet. We can burn it. Everyone is going to instantly go, just burn it, just burn it. But there's so many things that come into question, like what if they decide to burn your USTC in your wallet next? Is your wallet really your wallet after that? Do you really have any control over any of your crypto if we're able to do that? Of course you don't. And that's exactly why we should not do it. But in the best case scenario, right, that they have contacted Harbour, and Harbour have said to them, yes, put the proposal up and we'll send those back. The thing is, I don't think that's the case. Otherwise, it wouldn't be written in the manner it was written. It would be written in a whole different account, except it's not. So if we go back all the way to last year on the 26th of May, as you can see here, there was a 12% USTC burn, give or take on rounding it up. Regardless, it was a huge burn, and it was around 10 to 12% of the supply. It was very substantial. Even I myself thought, you know, this burn, that's it. It's going to pop off. It's going to go to the moon. But I learned at that point that that's not always the case. Yes, if the coin was booming and it wasn't an algorithmic stable coin built on a very, very complex module, yeah, it might work. But guess what? This is USTC. It's a whole different box of frogs. Now, when that burn happened, nothing substantial happened. Literally nothing. We're on a 30-minute chart. This 30-minute chart does actually span all the way to what's current, right? So we can see that this is last year, 26th of May, the exact day when that burn happened. Nothing, all the way until June. And then all of a sudden, in June, on the 4th, we get a little run. And that run is about 30%. And then following that, we then have about, I think it's a 60% dump all the way down to here. And nothing ever happened, right? So I don't understand why people think burning 800 million USTC again is going to be any different to what happened before. It's not. The USTC supply is currently lower than what it was before the crash, okay? The supply for USTC is fine. The issue is the buybacks, right? The buying back of all these different coins, and the biggest issue the quant team are going to face is finding liquidity to buy back those USTC coins. Alex Forshaw wanted to mint the USTC. Instead of finding the liquidity, he would rather mint it and hope that that solves the problem. Well, guess what? It wouldn't, and that's why it never got passed. So the question becomes, where's all the liquidity going to come from? Thus, my previous videos today, sort of walking the path. Instead of me walking the path in my head today, what I've actually done is walk the path on YouTube, and you've had my thought trail of where we start with the sort of realistic view, then we look at the best case scenario, then we take a deeper dive, then we look at historical data, and this is what I do in the background. This is like, you know, speaking with Strafe and saying, look, dude, we know that burn happened. Let's date the burn. Let's correlate the data and let's look at everything. So something I'm doing at the moment is more or less getting prepared to run a simulation as to what would happen with the Oracle rewards pool if you did remove the USTC rewards, replace them with LUNC. What's the life expectancy on the Oracle rewards pool? Because, right, everything is going to be fixed if we can fix USTC, the algorithmic stablecoin of the cosmos. Okay, this isn't just our sector that is going to bring a load of liquidity to. It's going to bring every other sector's liquidity of people that don't want to go off chain. And, you know, people will then have another choice, won't they? Oh, well, I don't need to go off of chain because I can just put things into USTC stable. Huh. So we keep liquidity on chain all of a sudden, right? The Oracle rewards pool will begin to get filled back up because currently it's being depleted, whereas that shouldn't be the case. Our blockchain is over a year old. We should be at a position now where it's going up instead of just consistently going down. And I know a lot of people worry, oh, the USTC and this, that, and the other, and the Oracle rewards pool's running out and all the... Don't worry about the Oracle rewards pool. It's built on a very, very complex system as to which it recalculates itself, right? So in theory, it would never, ever run dry, but the rewards would get to a point where the blockchain is just pointless to be on. Validators would be running at a total loss. It wouldn't be worth what they pay for their electric bills, their internet bills, and stuff like that. That's when it becomes an issue. So this whole removing USTC from the commission system to remove the holes in the bucket is probably the best thing we can do, and then use it on another chain, swap it out, right, to something else. Go to another chain and source the liquidity elsewhere. USTC buybacks, and that's how you start to get liquidity back. And a lot of people sit there and they'll go, well, you know, that's a really small kind of way to do it. Yes, but we've got the possible use case of going down the route of what commission would normally go to all the different validators, holders, users, etc. That going to a buyback protocol. And then again, if you was to get the permission for this wallet from Harbor to allow us to have that 800 million USTC to do as what we wish via governance as a community, well, then you've also got that as liquidity possibly for a buyback system, because ultimately, like I said, there's so many like paper cut people that more or less, right, they just look at something for what it is. They just, oh, there's a load of USTC. Great, let's burn it. You know, they're not building anything on the blockchain. They don't understand what it takes to build a system, for example. And I hate doing this, but LUNC Penguins has a 1 billion treasury. That 1 billion treasury is always there. It's always locked in. Their rewards are paid out from the commission. Okay, that happens daily, all the time. So we've got a whole sector in the NFT sector, which is actually the largest in LUNC, providing a lot of liquidity to not only this blockchain, but, you know, projects like Miata. You know, we're providing a lot of substantial like trading fees and all of those different things. And it's, you know, if people take deeper dives into things and instead of just simply going like we did with our NFT projects, you know, we'll take all of that money that they've, you know, spent in LUNC and we'll just build a game with it and then it's gone. No. We staked it all and we've taken the long play, okay? We're doing this all as if it's a game of chess, and each step is one step closer to becoming a fully working system, and doing it step by step, we've ensured that holders are whole. Your rewards are better. So basically, if you purchased a Penguin, okay, and staked the same price in LUNC, you would get more rewards from that Penguin than you would from your LUNC. It's, you know, it's one of these things, right? Taking a deeper dive into this, looking at the historical accounts, which a lot of people like the proposer are familiar with, I think there's a totally different way to start going about everything and actually starting to think to ourselves, let's stop burning everything and let's actually start to work as a collective and think to ourselves maturely, no, we shouldn't just be throwing all of this money away. Yes, people want to see it burn and yes, people want to see the supply drop. But ultimately, if we can explain to people and show people, instead of just shouting from the rafters, go, this is wrong, this is bad, they shouldn't do this, and then not giving any explanations, no data and nothing to back it up, you know, we're not really going to get anywhere. But if we take the time, we break these things down, we show you historically, look, this has happened before. We've walked this path before. I think people become more, you know, easy to that sort of news, and they sort of understand things better and go, well, hold on a minute. You know, they are right. I can't discredit this. You know, the data's in front of me and it's all very interesting. I crammed this in at the end of my life, but I definitely wanted to get a video out covering it specifically. And like I said, today was all about walking the path. And I get some people that will always message me, especially a proposal of a proposal like, oh, you hate me. Anyone who's taking any of this personally, you know, you need to take a step back, stop thinking everything's about you for starters, and think to yourselves, well, you know, maybe I should heed what they're saying and maybe I should look into things. And that's why we have a validators base, and it's my job as a validator to speak on what I feel is going on in my head, right? And I'm entitled to that. It's just the difference is right, I made a YouTube channel at the beginning and everything, and the same thing I get from it, oh, you know, he's just making money from you guys from the content. Yep, making tons of it, all £221 of it each month. It's insane. We literally, you know, it's so much money, I don't know what to do with it. All £221 of it. It's one of those ones. I'm here for the community and I'm here for the blockchain, and my actions will always stand out above what I say. But things like this, you know, you just can't ignore it. Folks, none of this is financial advice. It's all for educational purposes only. It's all my own humble opinion as a person sat behind this chair. Stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. I probably said that already, and I will catch you in the next one. I'm so unprofessional. All the other YouTubers, they're just like so professional. Intro, you know, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Here's HTC all over the shop. Nothing's ever the same apart from the intro and outro. Stay safe, folks. Catch you in the next one.